News in 5.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
This is World News in 5 here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. Regional Black Economic Community of West African States, or ECOWAS, has ordered the activation of a standby force that would possibly intervene in Niger's political crisis. In a communique released after a summit in the Nigerian capital Abuja, the bloc directed the Committee of Chiefs of Defense Staff to activate the ECOWAS standby force with all its elements immediately and ordered the deployment of it to restore constitutional order in Niger. Despite the move, the group reiterated its commitment to the restoration of constitutional order in Niger through peaceful means. The communique was released days after the Niger coup leaders defied the bloc's week-long ultimatum by refusing to reinstate ousted President Mohamed Bazoum and by ordering the closure of the country's airspace. The junta also vowed to defend the integrity of their territory. Days after the July coup, the ECOWAS imposed sanctions on Niger and warned that it would take all necessary measures, including the use of force, to restore the constitutional order in Niamey. Tensions in the region further complicate a day later when Malian and Burkinabe juntas expressed solidarity with Niger's coup leaders and threatened to declare a war on foreign countries that would intervene in their neighbors' internal crisis. In response to Mali and Burkina Faso's remarks, the ECOWAS in its latest communique warned two of the consequences if they hinder the peaceful resolution in Niger.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
More news overseas, Ecuadorian President Guillermo Lasso has declared a 60-day state of national emergency and a 3-day national mourning in the country following the assassination of a presidential candidate during a campaign event. Announcing the state of emergency in a video address, Lasso ordered the mobilization of government troops throughout Ecuador that he said would guarantee the security of citizens, the tranquility of the country, and the free democratic elections of August 20. Lasso called the assassination of presidential candidate Fernando Villavicencio a political crime which has the character of terrorism and an attempt to sabotage the electoral process in the country. Despite the said violence and the declaration of a state of emergency, he said the upcoming polls would go ahead as planned, stressing the need for such process to strengthen the country's democracy. Villavicencio was gunned down in the capital Quito after delivering a speech at a campaign event. Ecuadorian authorities arrested 6 suspects in relation to the assassination. One of the suspects died in police custody after sustaining wounds in a firefight after the assassination. Lasso has suggested that the murder could be linked to organized crime, as Villavicencio in his previous campaign events speaks out against drug cartels and corruption. The South American country has seen a surge of violence in recent years, frequently linked to criminal groups and drug syndicates. In the first 6 months of 2023, Ecuadorian police recorded 3,500 violence-related deaths, nearly half of which took place in the country's largest city of Guayaquil.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
In related news, the Philippine Embassy in Chile reminded Filipinos in the neighboring country Ecuador to strictly follow local laws as the South American country implements a 60-day state of national emergency. In a security advisory posted on its Facebook page, the embassy reminded Filipino nationals in Ecuador to abide all security and safety protocols by the national government and local government units in their respective areas of residence and employment. It also recommended the limitation or postponement of all unnecessary travel across the country to ensure Filipinos' safety. Ecuadorian President Guillermo Lasso has declared a 60-day state of national emergency in the country and ordered the mobilization of government troops across the country following the assassination of a presidential candidate during a campaign event. Both the Philippine Embassy in Santiago and the Philippine Honorary Consulate in Guayaquil requested Filipinos in the Ecuadorian capital of Quito and other parts of the country to remain vigilant and to immediately report any emergency incidents involving Filipinos and their family members to the embassy's emergency hotline plus 569-4274-0320 or the Philippine Honorary Consulate's mobile number plus 593-223-4381.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
5 here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. This is Peñano. Good day.
World News in 5.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.